Hello, this is FrontMINE here, and welcome to the first episode after the conclusion of Reconstruction. And if you don't know what Reconstruction is, then you haven't seen the last two episodes where we have completed different projects that needed to be done, and I pretty much just didn't get to before the series started. So now that that is all over, we can move to new things, and one of those things is to work with this charge creeper right here. Now, the problem with actually working with this charged creeper is that I didn't realize it until I started testing a little bit. Actually, let's disable autosave here just so that we make sure nothing wrong happens. But it's like when testing with this whole entire charged creeper, I realized that no matter what how many different mobs are located in the hole here, in reality, we're just going to only get one mob head, and I used up all of my name tags, tried to get a bunch of creepers to be able to create banners, have creeper fireworks and all of that, but in the end it didn't really work out so well, so I'm going to grab some items. It's like, apparently I wasn't too prepared because I was expecting more of a explosion than him falling into the hole like that, but no matter, we'll be able to do this. But really, I didn't even realize how soon of a update it was that we actually did get the mob heads. It was only just last December that this update even happened, where the charge creepers drop mob heads. For the PC edition, it was in the game for quite a while, though. It's like it was the 1.8 update that introduced that, but we didn't get the 1.8 update until just recently, so now I'm experimenting with it. If I had tried to experiment with this before, I would have been probably very sad, because I would have just exploded a charge creeper with no avail. And yeah, this is very dangerous of a situation right here. The problem is, I'm actually invisible right now, so the creepers actually can't see me. But if I walk up right next to one, specifically this one's the one I want to, then it recognizes me, it explodes, and bam. I was blown up by Chad Jr. That's exactly what we wanted to happen, and now we only get one skull head, no matter how many people were in the explosion, which I thought was kind of unfair. I don't get why they have only one creeper's head, I guess. Only one creeper head per explosion, but you know what? It's alright. I'm not going to complain too much, because still that's one more creeper head than we would have had otherwise. So now we are able to actually go into the more bulky parts of the episodes, which I will discuss in the next clip here after I clean up this giant mess that I created. The hole we just created has now been cleaned up, and grass has grown all over it. We've made sure that our levels have gone up. You can see at the bottom we're at level 36 now instead of our lousy little 7. But anyway, we have got lots of things that we need to do now for this episode. And the first thing we are going to do is acknowledge something that we kind of didn't at the beginning of the video, and that's that I introduced everything without any clothes on. Oh no. So we are going to take care of that with our brand new diamond armor. I've actually had the diamond boots for a while now with the depth strider and stuff, but all of this stuff is newly enchanted. Some of it's better than others, but now that we have fully kitted out clothes, we look so much better now. And it's snowing. Nice. Must be Christmas already. Not really, it's not even Halloween, but we've also got some other things in here. We've got our little creeper head that we've got, and some different materials. Now, these materials are to make a banner, which I am going to do right about now. And just like that, we have used the materials to create this banner we have right here. Now, this is the model I decided to go with our creeper skull. I could have put up the creeper skull on a wall somewhere, but I think that using the new banners that just came in this update is a little bit of a better use for it. So now we've got a nice banner. We're not going to keep it here, of course. We're going to move it over to different locations, but you know, we've got our design, so Now we're going to take this white wool here and duplicate the banner into different parts. I mean, this is kind of a bug that is part of the new update, but we'll pretty much keep getting new banners and go up to 64, and then we'll call it a day. Oh, I didn't realize that they stacked in 16, so how about we'll just go up to 32 then. Here in our wool chest, you can see that we have our 32 banners that are in our nice little creeper thing. And we also have an extra, which is a copy only, just in case we actually want to have one extra that we just keep on copying. You know, we take another white banner and do that. And it's like, I mean, it is a little cheaty that I was able to just copy it with like only using one white banner. But at the same time, I can't really stop myself from cheating because that is a bug in the game. And I wanted to have these extra banners, so you know what? It's alright. You probably recognize this area over here, and this is the area where we're going to have a nice little fortress. Now, you may be wondering what these little blocks of wood kind of scattered about are. These are actually just plans for future things I'm going to be placing around. Like over here is going to be like a giant tree farm. But really, and that's like the middle building that's going to be the central hub where everything is going to have a link to another. Okay, now this here is what is more important though. Right here is what we're going to be working on next, and that is pumpkin farms. Now, these towers that are going to go higher up into the sky, they're actually going to be just pumpkins, even though melons would make the farms a little bit more efficient. However, the problem with that is that I actually find no need for melons at this point. I might in the future, but really right now having all pumpkins is a lot better because I could make pumpkin pies with them. I could make other types of things. Really just melons are a terrible food source. Maybe if I want healing potions, that's the only way I can think of it. But even then I have a bunch of melons at my house and I never use them. So this is going to be pumpkins. We're going to construct that right about now. After a trip to the mesa and getting some orange stained clay and things, I have constructed this little bit of the farm right here. Now I have the different torches leading upward. They're actually going to activate the farm. And right now there's nothing underneath, but right now I'm going to go down and get the different stuff down there. I'm going to have a hopper clock that will automatically harvest the pumpkins whenever necessary. I did a little bit of testing. I mean, not too much testing. I never even put down a button, but when placing down the torches and things, I have got a little bit of pumpkins. So the farm is working slightly, but you know, I'm going to have to work more on that. But before I actually want to work on that stuff, I want to do a little bit more with AFK farms that will do me a little bit better in the long run, and that is a fish farm I'm going to have over here. And the reason why I'm having it over here instead of over where the farms are supposed to go, like this little pumpkin farm, I am having it here because we get enchanted books and fish and stuff, and the enchanted books go with what this section is going to be, and that's a like kind of a wizardish area. Like I'm going to have potions here, I'm going to have an enchanting station, and pretty much anything that has to do with enchanting items. So we're going to have a fish farm here which will produce us our enchanted books, and yeah, that is what is going to be there, so we will build that right now. One thing I would like to show you guys is this new entrance I have constructed to the mine shaft that I made, because originally I had the entrance over there. However, now I need to actually move it because it's in the way of this whole entire wall I'm constructing. So this right here is going to be the mining sector, so it only makes sense to have the entrance to the mine down here. Now, I have a nice little area down here. It kind of matches the theme of the rest of the stuff, which is the reason I didn't really build it on camera. I just thought that you guys wanted to have a nice update as to how this was looking. It goes along with what's going down here. You know, it doesn't have the slope, so it's not as like, it wasn't designed for it, but it's good to have a similar theme. And also down here, I have a little bit of chests because I was trying to collect some stuff, and in the mining session I actually did a little bit ago. I've only done half of it so far, but yes, today we will have a mining session, 1 hour long. I have extended this area. Now we have an extra 6 strip mines we can go down. It's like we only had this one left because in just 30 minutes I was able to clear out this one and close the door. So now we'll have more opportunities. Maybe we'll have to expand this even further in the future. But for now, this is a very good setup and we can only expand if needed. Before I turn around, I would like to say that this is not going to be the final version of this fish farm because it looks a little odd, I will admit. But here we go. We have this nice little guy here. I've got all the redstone in place. It is functional, and I have actually been using this thing because it is really awesome to use. I can just pop right in here. Everything is closed off so that no mobs come and kill me whenever I'm using this thing. And it uses note blocks because we are on console and nothing works that has been patched. The iron doors, no matter what you do, you can't keep clicking on those, and fence poles are the same thing. So note blocks are actually one alternative, and this is thanks to a design made by Kabood, which is an awesome YouTuber. I would definitely check out his video on the AFK Fish farm because all you do is this, and it relies on the fact that actually when the door is closed, then you'd be able to actually cast your line instead of when the door is open you can cast your line. So you see whenever the bobber goes down, it normally catches a fish because then the door closes right when the tripwire hook isn't activated, and that's basically how these AFK fish farms work. Whenever the bobber goes down, then you automatically reel it in. You see there is a puffer fish that went there, and then we'd reel in another thing, and for now we'll turn this thing off because we're not using it. But then all the drops go down here. This is also temporary, I am going to say, even though I built with iron blocks because I kind of wanted to make it look kind of nice. I kind of gave up whenever I went down here. So we got nice little drops coming, and I actually took out all the enchanted books from this place. This thing also went AFK overnight, so you can see some things are up here, and I got rid of others. But yeah, we will go up to my house, and I will show you what kinds of amazing enchanted books we're able to get from this fish farm. So right here in our chest of wonders, we have all of the amazing books that we have collected over time. Because not all of these books are actually from the AFK Fish farm. I just took basically the best books we had all together and threw them into this nice little pile here. And as you can see, we have these, kind of organized. We have blast protection up here for one whole entire set of armor if we ever need that. And we also got fire protection stuff here because I also want a set of armor purely for the nether whenever I want to do stuff over there. We've got smite and unbreaking and more smite and unbreaking for future use, probably in the next update when axes are also improved to have a lot more attack damage than a sword does. And right now that's not the case, but we've got different stuff. We got flame, unbreaking, that's basically an unbreaking book. Flame I can get easily from the fish farm just by getting bows, but we got a Frostwalker 2 book right here. Not sure how much I'd use that because I really like my Depth Strider, but Frostwalker might also be good. We've got a Punch 2 book right there, Depth Strider 3, Sharpness 4, Efficiency 4, Sharpness 3 isn't that great, but there's also another Frostwalker book, so either we'll just have one set or we'll use it as efficiency. We just got a lot of stuff. Efficiency, unbreaking, smite. This one actually isn't that great. I don't know why I brought this one over here. Let's just throw that into the corner. But anyway, we also got our just normal books over here. They're not the best, but I also didn't want to throw them away. Some more books over here. I gotta figure out a better way to have this storage system because right now our bows is probably going to just go away. We're going to get rid of this chest because we don't need that many bows. We already have the most insane bow in the game right here, right next to our one music disc. We got the Deranged Ranger. Now, this also has mending, so it will never break, you know. Basically has all the enchantments you can have on a bow, and it's just amazing. It's my favorite bow I've ever had. But yeah, that's pretty much the result of having the AFK Fish farm. We have now a lot of resources. That book we'll keep that book. How about let's just put it in the chest over here. But you know, now that we are done messing around with the AFK Fish farm that I can use whenever I want to make progress without actually doing anything, we'll actually make real progress, and that is to build the underside of the pumpkin farm, which you can just about see from the side of the cliff here. You know, it's tall, it stands out, you know, along with the fish farm over there. But you know, let's crack on to organizing our little system for collecting the pumpkins. We have done a tiny bit of work over here, and you may even notice that we did even more than what we were supposed to do. We encased this flooring with the different orange clay thing, and we also made this thing right here, which actually turns off the farm whenever the light is on, but I will actually show you how that works right now. So down here is the redstone I was planning to do. We have all the different redstone repeaters going into the torch towers, which make the system fire whenever this hopper clock gets moved around. And because this light is turned on right now, the system's off, so nothing actually is able to leave from this hopper right here. Things are able to go into it because this hopper isn't locked, but you can see the timer just stops where it is. It makes it so that the farm doesn't actually work at the moment, but of course we can always flick that off and then everything will return back to normal. We already have like some pumpkins from when I was working on this, and that is a very good thing. We definitely like getting lots of pumpkins. But anyway, we have also been doing other stuff in between clips, so right now I'm going to show you a time lapse that I have made of me mining in this little shaft down here. Now I've already done this, so I'll just show you the footage and you can go guess what I was able to come by in that situation. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think it was pretty successful. As we watch the sun go down into the horizon, we can see all the different progresses we have made in this video, including the fish farm we have over there that I have been AFKing at very much recently, and also the pumpkin farm that we have right there with the new redstone I showed just before that mining time lapse. Now, let's go to bed and show the results of that mining session now. Actually, let's not go to bed because that would take too long. We have 5 blocks of diamonds with 2 extra, which is amazing. I really enjoy how fast we were able to get that many. 1 emerald, not that great, I will admit. 4 blocks of gold with 6 extra, 36 lapis with 2 extra, more than 2 stacks of redstone. That is just really awesome. I'm not sure how much we'll ever use that redstone. We might just have to use it as building blocks because I don't think we'll ever make that many contraptions. And 36 blocks of coal exactly. I was surprised that there was no extra for that one, but you know, we got lots of coal from that. I didn't discriminate against it like I normally do because coal is one of the less useful ores to gather than redstone and especially diamonds and gold and all that. But anyway, that session was really good. This episode has been very productive and we have done many different things, including adding mending to all my tools. Yes, I have done that because of the AFK Fish farm over there. We get many different enchanted books and other various things, and I plan to keep on doing that overnight and whenever I am busy to keep getting lots and lots of resources and make our armor and stuff all just the most amazing it can be. But anyway, that is pretty much all for this episode, so we will see you in the next one where we continue doing amazing things in this super amazing world. Later.